Good afternoon, everybody. Doug Jenkins with the Findlay Hancock County Chamber of Commerce. We are coming to you live from our latest ribbon cutting. It is loud, it is crowded in here. We're at Metzger Brecheisen in their new location on North Main Street, right just north of downtown Findlay. Yes, first, before we get into everything, congratulations. This one turned out great in the building, but two, the community support is just off the charts in here today. That's got to make you feel pretty good as you work to this point.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Yep. We're pleased to see everybody here and do our ribbon cutting, and we had a beautiful day for it.
So for those of you not familiar with the building that we're at, if you're from Findlay, you would be familiar with it. It once was Nino's. It once was Wesley's. It once was Taco Ed's at some point. But for recent memory, this has just been an empty building just north of the downtown area. What made this a project you guys wanted to tackle? Because it was not an easy project for you.
I would say we wanted to be downtown. We wanted to have some street access and to get our name out there. I mean, we were a newer company, and when you started looking around, this was one of the only buildings left kind of on the north side untouched and needed some love.
How important was it for you to keep the building? Because I think a lot of people would have seen the building in its existing shape and been like, tear it down, rebuild. I don't know if that was an option or not, but it's not something that you guys considered.
Yeah, I think it was paramount for us. I think the image that we try to present to the community is that, we're not a corners cut type of company. And I think that this was a way that we could kind of show that, rebuilding the storefront, and it mimicked the way it was originally constructed. We kept the original columns up front. Even the trim, baseboard, and casing mimic the trim that we pulled out. We had knives cut so everything matches. We just wanted to, have a building that kind of represented what we stand for as a company.
Well, it certainly showcases that and then some. Let's talk about this. How long did the project take? When did it start in its infancy?
Well, we purchased the building about 4 years ago, and we're working our way through it and to the design, and there was a lot of debate between us of what we wanted this to be and what we wanted our offices to be, and but yeah, it took us a while to get through it, but anytime we would open up something more, it was always while we're here, so it was always another extra step of, the building ended up to be completely gutted and redoing almost everything besides the exterior 4 walls. So,
Now, it's not just your headquarters, the upstairs, you have loft apartments as well.
Yep.
And it seems like those have gone pretty quickly. Just a couple of vacancies?
Yeah, so the second and third floors of the building are tecton lofts. Tecton is a Greek word for carpenter, so it was kind of a fitting or a fun name for the apartment space. We have 2 vacancies left, I believe. They're both 2 bedrooms, but yeah, they went well. A lot of people who come to look at them like the tall ceilings and the neat large windows, and so we've got a lot of positive feedback.
What does it mean to you? And I think this was mentioned during the ribbon cutting. You guys are a young company. How long have you been around now? And what does it mean to you to do something this impactful to the community so soon within the company's history?
Well, as far as the year, what is it?
2019.
I was going to say, I thought it was
6 years.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
So we are relatively new. We're quick learners, and we're willing to admit when we don't know something. That said, we have an awesome team behind us as well. We have great subcontractors, architects that we work with. Great support system. We've gotten to be, we're fortunate. We've gotten to do a lot of neat projects here in Findlay. Involved in a lot of the downtown work. We just did a couple office renovations here on Main Street. Actually, we've done a lot downtown. We did the Torpedo Building, Mind Body Health as well. So, yeah, we like the light commercial work and get into renovation, new home building as well.
So I first met these guys about when you got started. When I first started working at the chamber, and when I was going to do the introductory video, all right, I want to make sure I pronounce everything right, and I thought I was going to struggle with Brecheisen. So I asked Scott how to pronounce the last name, and instead of just pronouncing it for me, he handed me a can koozie with the pronunciation on it. And I thought, I'm going to like these guys. Guys, congratulations on everything. This is amazing. If people want to learn more about the work that you do, maybe they have a project they're thinking about, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
The person to get in touch with would be Brandon Metzger. And then go to our website, mvcobuilds.com, and there's a link on there for new projects.
All right. Again, this turned out amazing, I think. Better than anybody could have imagined, and I think people had high hopes to begin with. So thank you for inviting us today. Come out and see it if you get the chance. For the guys at Metzger Brecheisen, absolutely. Happy to be here. I'm Doug Jenkins. Have a great afternoon, everybody.